probably tomorrow.
Well, I just seen it outside. I was like,
Yep. Well, he'll be appreciative of that. So, oh man. What a day! What a day! Let's see. Wait for everybody else to get on the channel while I get loaded up here. Mm-mm.
and I just noticed that. I don't know how the hell that happened.
What's that?
That two, with it being backwards? That 12 pyramid with the brass head?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, no. It don't fit. Unless,
Made it fit. Yeah.
I was like, man, this looks like a good tube. Why is it in here? I looked, I was like, because I've actually, tried to put it on the kept just going, and I was like, hey, where's it going on? Oh.
Yeah. Let's see. What's up, Jaime, Ray, Roger, KTM? What's up, guys? Yeah, it is a day. Almost completed with our weight order. Huh? Yeah, I got it. I got it. Ugh. All right. Oh, there you go. A few more of y'all came on. What's up, Carlos, Oscar? What up, gents? How y'all doing? So, yeah, I was breaking weights, doing leaders and stuff like that. We're down the home stretch. We only need about 200, about 300 pounds of weight to pour out from the 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, about 800 pounds of lead that we started pouring out, this week and stuff like that. So this will be good. This will be real good to get it all done. And then also too, we had two more orders come in, one for Fisherman's Place and then the other one for bait bucket that we're going to get knocked out and stuff. So yep, it definitely does help having all of that come through and stuff. So oh, excuse me. Let's see, checking something. I just thought of something that we were supposed to get some kind of mail. Haven't gotten it in today. Normally they're pretty quick, but I didn't see it. Maybe I missed it. Got to go through all of this to double check kind of deal. But yeah, I'm going to start bagging up a bunch of shrimp. I got 85 pounds of shrimp to get bagged up and put away because I'm probably got like 30 pounds of shrimp left over from the last time I bought shrimp. But I just want to make sure that, with these heavy windy days like this, that we don't miss the opportunity to stay up on that. So, yep. Oh, man. So how's everybody's day going? Been pretty busy too? Everybody been pretty busy? Figure I'll go ahead and get up and start getting it rolling. This is a little weird. Definitely gonna have to do it this way just so I can see the gear. But I'm thinking I got an idea that might help me. I'm gonna put a box up on. I got it on one of my roll around dollies. Maybe not. Let's show you all the shrimp, guys. This is kind of what we have to do to get it all in here. Oh. That's a 150 quart cooler. It's a lot of shrimp, guys. Ton of shrimp. So, oh man, get in there. All right, Roger. Yeah, I saw a bunch of tournaments are starting to kick up. I'm definitely uh, almost got sidetracked over here. Need to get some trades. Give me just a second. Sorry. Not organized before I start. All right, that'll work. I like that. I'll go with that. I got my little basket there, and that's where I'm gonna bag up the shrimp and put it back in there just to hold it for the meantime while I'm sorting this out. My bags here. Got my scale going. Um, yep. Still do with the 100-pound. No. No, I did not. I should have. Should have gotten on that, but I have not. Uh, yeah, because you got that EXW and HXW. Shrimp don't even want to move. Let's see. Now, I did not get to it today, whiskey, but I will knock that out so I can get it shipped out. I did get your other package shipped out already too, so that did ship everything. Everything went out yesterday. So, 308, what's up, boss? Real life outdoors. What? So, what do you have on your channel, boss? Ooh, we got some squid. Definitely gonna have to save those. He said that the squid has disappeared on him. That they haven't even gotten any more. So, because of that, that could be some money right there, but separated. What's up, Cap? Or Hustle? I'm all reading your comments and stuff like that. Fishing, shooting videos. Very nice. What kind of fishing do you do? Welcome to the channel. We do encourage family orientation here. So, we've got some sea lights in here as well. That'd be nice. That'll work out. What's up, Oscar? How you doing? Jaime just shared it right there, Oscar. And where are you out of? Where you do all your fishing and hunting? Let's see. Yes, I'll be out there Saturday. Uh, I got invited to go fishing, and I actually turned down going fishing to go to the casting tournament. I'm The goal is to go out there and cast the Chalicana, the A4, which is one of the stiffest rods on the market. To do that, um, only because I did cast another caster's rod while I was out there, and it was one of those, and it finally gave me the pushback I had been looking for when throwing a cast, you know. So, uh, yeah, I'll be setting that up for sure. More than likely, when I do go out there for this event, so I don't know if I'll be straight casting the 8 ounce because I know they have the event for the. Ooh, that was a nice size shrimp. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save that one. I think I'll save that for a meal. Are you going, John? There you go. Mostly catfish. I missed. Let's see. Okay. Oh, what state are you in? Definitely move that out of the way. Drop the shrimp. That'll be some stinkiness right there in Nebraska. There you go. All right. Well, welcome to the channel, boss. We do a lot of fishing here when I can break away. Actually, my channel's going up there on the. I don't know if I can zoom in. Yeah, I can. That was me when I was landing my 12-foot tiger off of Bob Hall Pier a few years ago. So, yeah, I do a little bit of fishing. uh, this is my tackle shop that I'm putting up this, or getting the shrimp ready for. We finally, man, just to sell bait down here, just to sell shrimp, costs us 200. I think it's $229 just to get the license to sell shrimp, and then we have to buy the shrimp on top of that. So that just gives you an idea, like right off the bat, you know, people think, well, man, shrimp is cheap. I was like, yeah, it is, but you have to buy everything else to make it work. And then I also have to keep logs and records of the shrimp that I do purchase, uh, and where I buy it from. I got to ask them all kinds of questions, like where they caught it, how long did it take them to shrimp, and all of that stuff. And you know, it does become a nuisance. I don't like it, but I need shrimp, so I have to sell it. So it's one of the processes that we have to do. So, I will be in town this Tuesday and Wednesday. All right, Oscar. See you then. Sure. See if we can find anything interesting in our bait this time. Shrimp and squid, or bigger size shrimp so far, been about it. But never know. It's a lot of weight to go through over here to see if we don't find anything there. Well, to tell you the truth, guys, when I use shrimp, I like to use the bigger sizes. Uh, just because when I put them on the hook, they give it a lot more sustenance, so the fish can actually bite on it. But I also like to use the bait elastic, and by using the bait elastic, it allows me to catch more fish per bait too. It does cost more when you go with the bigger shrimp, but at the end of the day, I get more quality fish out of it. Now, if I'm bait fishing and I'm trying to catch nothing but bait, then this is the type of shrimp I'll use. Now, granted, don't get me wrong, it'll catch big fish, you know, big fish, you know, how do they say elephants eat peanuts? Yeah, still catch some big fish, but At the end of the day, for me, it really all depends how I'm going to fish that day will determine what kind of shrimp I'm going to buy. Um, Especially if I know there's no bait fish out there in that certain time period when I'm fishing, then I'll definitely spend the extra money to buy the bigger size shrimp. So, but also too, you got to be careful that whatever shrimp you are using falls within the state uh, permitted shrimp to be used in saltwater. That's the other thing too. A lot of people still don't understand that. A lot of the shrimp that you buy, say at HEB, is illegal to use in the Gulf or in shoot, even in any of the saltwater systems there, because they're farm raised, and when they're farm raised like that, they have freshwater bacteria that can actually decimate our shrimp population. So, that's pumping shrimp. Oh, so those are ghost shrimp. Ghost shrimp are a totally different shrimp than what I'm bagging up here. The ghost shrimp are the ones that are pumped out of the sand. These are actually caught in deeper water or in the water, just dragging the bottom. Ghost shrimp are, yeah, two different styles. Yeah, no. In the state parks over here, they have actually made it illegal to catch ghost shrimp within the state park. Before it was different. You can uh, get them wherever you want it. Now they actually have rules and regulations on it. And stuff like that. So, weird little shrimp, very yellowish looking. I don't know. Let's see. 308. All right, I'm almost done. Problems with. Oh, I thought I saw a few more comments, but I guess not. Let's see. Do the live chat. I guess now on the phone here, I have to tell it to do the same thing that I did on the computer to do the live chat deal. So, well, there's my first batch. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 bags of shrimp that I'm going to put in my freezer over here. This will be for my front since I've been selling quite a bit of them out of there. All right. So the other thing is too, when you're freezing up your baits, guys, you got to remember to have some kind of gap in between your baits. You can't have it too thick because when it's too thick, the freeze doesn't penetrate in the middle and it starts to allow the bait, whatever it could be, whether it's big jacks, countos, or whatever, it'll start to continue to break down and it'll turn your bait nasty. So just a little heads up on that. What's up, big dog? How you doing? I'm bagging up shrimp again over here. And actually, real quick, I need to keep track of that. Gives me an idea of where we're at. How many bags did I just count up right now? Totally forgot. I'm over here looking at all the numbers. I know it's an even number. Well, I know I'll double it up over here because it'll be the same thing. But we didn't catch it, so. Yeah, I did send the link to Jacob to join our channel tonight, but I don't know if he could still be, moving or setting up his workbench there. So. There you go. Yep, networking, that's for sure. So how long have you had your channel, 308? Yeah, no, I'll be looking for some gear here pretty soon again. So got to finish topping off what I do have. All right. Is Jacob in the chat or no? I didn't see him yet. He might not be. 14 bags. Thank you very much, boss. I did need that. And then now I can kind of keep track of where I'm at on how many I've already done. So that way I can know when I'm close to the finish line. But I am definitely pulling out the bigger shrimp out of there. Cook those up later. I'll do the same with the squid because I'm starting to find squid in here too. So it might equal a pound, half pound. That's all I need, but we'll see. I did find a couple of sea lice, but it ain't. Go ahead and just let them go right now because it ain't really the season for them. And to have them stay froze all the way till the season will not end well. They'll they get frostbitten by then. So yeah. Sign the Jacob song. What is the Jacob song? Y'all got me there. What was that? Sign or sing? Now y'all got me intrigued. Y'all got a Jacob song? What's up, Asin? How you doing? Let's see. Yeah, y'all. Oh, draw first blood already. You know this is going to be a great bait. Might end up catching a bunch of sharks or shrimp instead. So. Oh. I just saw Jacob's song on there by Whiskey. Oh, that's epic. Let's see if it works. Let's see how long it takes for him to get on here. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Very true. You know what? And I weighed out the difference between the 80s and the 130 while it was all set up, but I forgot what the weights are on that. It's been crazy with all the amount of changes they've done with the pricing. It really has made it hard for me to keep up with that. And I guess I ain't been trying very hard to remember everything because by the time I get it all situated, they change something up. So it's like, right when I try to get ahead, it backs up on me. Now, the one thing that like Abbott hasn't really changed much is the full sizes and or drag that they do offer per the reel. So I'm kind of glad that that hasn't really done that. So. And I know, Whiskey, you've asked me a lot about like certain uh, size baits and stuff like that, and I haven't really had a chance to concentrate on that. I can't, man, with everything going on, I can't even promise when I'll be able to focus on that again, too. So, I do have to be honest, guys. I am kind of scared of, what's going to be happening with the move and all of that. So, I do want to bring in a lot of gear, but I've also been thinking about doing like a customer appreciation day, mixed in with like a sales day. Uh, we'll sit here and, it probably end up being hot dogs just because that's probably all I'll be able to afford, really. And we'll set up and cook a bunch of hot dogs and do a moving sale or something like that. So stay tuned for that. That is something that we're looking at, and I'm kind of talking about it now just so I can get an idea. For those of y'all that could make it our way, if y'all would be interested in showing up for that, but if y'all can't, we'll still offer the discounts through sales online or through the phone calls and stuff like that. You'll still be able to get in on those sales and stuff like that. Man, that's some nice shrimp. Nice. Come on. Oh. All tied up together. They didn't want to let go of that little shrimp for some reason. Let's move. Focus. Yeah, the website will help for sure. When you talk about bridling your bait, what do you use to bridle your bait with? We use a bait elastic here, and or we use pantyhose as well. Pantyhose is a great way for us to bridle our baits down here, and then we also do it because it keeps the perch from tearing up your bait as well too. Because uh, yeah, they'll get to it pretty easily. Horseshoe crabs, good, and Saturday. All right, guys. I'm trying to keep up with all y'all's comments by looking back every couple of seconds, but sometimes y'all comment pretty quick. So, Cobra in the house, aka Dying Goal. Yeah, I'm getting pretty close. Finding out I'm normally a few, maybe an ounce or two away from my goal of that. go. Round from base to base with this is work. There you go. Piece of bluefish here. You. What size bluefish are you hitting? Large lumps. I'm pretty sure I don't have any large long sleeves, to tell you the truth. Um, let's see. No, not bagging up supper. Could be supper though. I mean, you can make good a good shrimp cocktail out of this, or a seafood stew or something. Me personally, I like if I'm gonna do shrimp, I like bigger ones that you can get a good bite out of the meat. Nailed it. Let's see. Damn it. All right. They're coming, boss. They are gonna come. And actually, we're in negotiations right now. I'm gonna get some sublimated hoodies coming in, guys. So stay tuned for that. We're waiting on pricing and uh, decals. These are gonna be something that we've never had here. The way they're coming in. So stay tuned for that, guys. We got some. It'll be pretty cool. It'll be pretty cool. Let's see. Show the 80 wide. Let me bag one more, and that way I can close this because I had a bit of ice on it earlier today, but I was busy doing all the weight, so now I'm trying to get it out and bagged up where it needs to go as quickly as possible. Go. Let's see. Oh, the progress of the new truck. Actually, it's going to be a slow process over there for sure because he's going to have to uh, set up a more or bigger air conditioned area that we're looking at trying to do. So, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. All right. So, somebody asked about seeing an 80 wide. Um, there's an 80 wide T Rex, and this one actually belongs to Roger Garza, one of our teammates, and a subscriber here on the channel as well. So, and actually, those are the reels that I got in yesterday. I'm going to pull them out. When I did the unboxing video, I put them back in their boxes because I was over here on my counter or at my workbench doing that instead. So. And this is beautiful. That's Hymas right there that I gotta get spooled up. Get that out. I'll be doing some spooling tomorrow because I know once I get all set up, I'll be hitting the road. Ooh, look at that! And I just found another splicing needle on the floor. Dropped it yesterday. So. Yes, it is a Raptor. It's the Raptor Plus. That was the introductory color scheme that they were doing. You did have to pay the extra amount if you wanted it. And you ordered it. We ordered it too, but the way they're coming to be real specific on the way I order. So when I ask my questions, I'm real specific, and then they get upset because, well, we done already told you. Like, it was not the MC. It was a non-MC. Two different reels. You know what I mean? So, but trying not to hurt their feelings by asking too many questions. That's all I can say. It gets annoying sometimes. Let's see. Well, it also depends what size of line he's planning on running. Where are you going to be fishing at and for? Uh, I do have to admit that when I switched from the 50s to the 80s, I never looked back. And a lot of it was because the cranking ability that the 80 had over the 50, that and then also to the line capacity that was allowed to have. So, yeah. Yes. They make a 2-speed and a 3-speed HXW Raptor Plus MC, but they will only be in silver. So, yeah. And that also goes for the non-MC as well. So, Ocean City, Florida, or North Carolina? I think I should go with the Raptor. Max, were you? Oh, you said. Were you the one that said Ocean City? The MXL will be able to handle 7 and 8 footers, no worries, boss. It really will. Um, they can handle some big sharks and reasonable time too. We're also using hollow core braid to spool up our reels, so that gives you about 400 yards of line, or 400 to 450, depending on how we spool it. If we do 50-pound backing and 80-pound top shot, you'll get 450. If you do 65 to 100, you'll be at 400 yards. And this is all hollow core braid. There's no monofilament in there. Oh, and real quick too, guys, ran into a customer today that wanted me to replace a roller guide on his rod. And I was like, well, why are you replacing it? I can see obviously that is broke. I was like, but you can do a quick little fix. He's like, well, I'm gonna be fishing this weekend, and so I started asking questions. Come to find out, he was planning to go casting with it. I was like, well, no, like, I need to see your rod. Like, I need to check that out first before I can help you. Because if it's a fully roller guided rod, well, then it's not going to help you trying to cast it. So it comes out that uh, It was an old ugly stick that had the old wire guides on them, the spring ones. I forget what they're called. They're stainless guides, but they're not the regular boat guides. And it had a roller tip on it. And I was like, man, where'd you get this from? Like, got in a conversation on that, but you don't even remember where he bought it from. So. Oh man, look at that shrimp, guys. Talk about some eaters right there. Yep. I will definitely take that one. Um, what do you consider a long drop? So there would be overkill, as we're saying. Yeah, if you're trying to cast, you can't mix the two. I mean, you can if you're tossing off a pier, but if you're strictly land-based fishing from the beach, you're not going to be casting an 80 wide. Um, I'm probably like catching half the conversation because I'm trying to do two things at once, but my wingman ain't here to be able to read the comments to me or questions, so I'm having to be back and forth. Oh, when they're all big, yeah, yeah. And me, I like them when I get them that big during certain times of the season, just because of the fish that I'm going for. Like I said, the big bait will get you quality fish. It'll keep the little ones from biting off the legs and stuff like that, but it also uh, sets you up to catch bigger fish in that sense. So. Now, too, the other thing is, I mean, it's not also just about how much line it can get and how far out you can yak. You also want to have the gear that's properly suited for the fish that are in the area that you're going to be hooking into. A lot of times, a lot of people get into shark fishing and forget that, they have the ability to catch a big old fish. Even though they're not trying to target a big old fish, it can happen. So at that point, do they want to really take a chance at killing a big shark because they were undergunned? Or do they want to be prepared for it when eventually it's going to happen? If you get baits in the water long enough, you're eventually going to hook a monster. And do you want to ensure that you're able to tackle that problem? Or it's going to defeat you and you lose your gear, your tackle, or you're able to fight it on and the big shark dies on you. There's other ways to look at this. It's not just about, okay, well, you don't need a reel that big because you're never going to go that far. Yes, but at the same time, too, having a bigger reel means you may be able to put a lot more drag than you can on the littler ones if you're only going to be droning or kayaking a bait. If you're going to be casting, then yes, that changes the whole dynamic of what you can do. Now, granted, there are ways to cast those big old reels. Trust me, I've casted a 12-aught with a 1 pound surf weight, and I got about 100 yards. And that was actually on a field, so I know where it landed. We were able to walk it out, and I got 100 yards on a cast with a 1 pound surf weight doing it. So that was why when they used to have like the black tip or the big hammer challenge, it was one of those groups that you could only fish with what you could cast out. So I was trying to make that trip to Florida to go fish that tournament, and I was gonna be casting an 80 wide. So I practiced on it, and I got pretty good. But also too, the practice that I was doing was off a beach, and this was way before I had my channel. So let's see. Hey, have y'all seen that picture? I don't know. I shared it to our group, and it showed a picture of a reel that was bird nested, and there was a little bird nest on there with two little birds on it. Have y'all seen that one? That was pretty awesome. I had to share it with the group when I found it. Got a sea lice in there. But like I said, it's probably not going to do any good right now. Well, I mean, you can do good right now. You can still catch big black drum with it. But what I'm saying is, like, I can't really freeze it on the hopes of storing it all the way till drum season again. So I'm going to add it in with the shrimp, and somebody will get lucky with the sweet bait like that. So. Yeah, that thresher was awesome. That was a big thresher. Oh, that was a big old thresher. I didn't get to see the whole video because when the video came on, the phone started ringing. But I did see them kind of land it. I didn't. I only saw it where he was standing behind it. It didn't show the full tail of it and stuff like that. But yeah, that was an awesome catch. Um, who's that? Bex, have you seen our Spooling videos of how we do our 80s and 130s and stuff like that? Or have you just found our channel today? Finding some decent sized shrimp in there. These would be definitely edible. Alright. Okay. Well, be sure to check out our Spooling videos because there I show you the different dynamics of the way we spool reels. Uh, but I also it'll show you how I inspect the line as I'm spooling it, and I show you when I find like flaws in the braid that come straight from the manufacturers, and it'll teach you a lot of stuff that you didn't know about hollow core lines and other braids and other companies and how they treat their customers. That's a huge that's a huge thing when you're wanting to get into lines and stuff like that, knowing that a company's got your back when you decide to spool a reel with their product. I've actually um, I had a company threaten to sue me because if I didn't take down the video of their line sucking on our channel. So, all right, give me a sec, guys. I need to run this to the back, stow it in there so that way I can keep rocking it. But this one's filled. All right, guys, I'm back. Oop, right when that turned off. Try to make it quick. Yeah, I can understand that. Well, like I said, when we spool the bigger reels, we can give you maximum amount of line capacity. Um, that was one of the things that we had. We had companies or our customers, subscribers that sent us their reels from the East Coast because they found our videos and they wanted the max line capacity. One of the prime examples was an HXW. They shipped it to us. Um, when we stripped it down and did a line count of how much line they got on there, they only had like 400 yards of line. Well, when we put the same weight class of line, but we went to 100-pound test, we got almost, it was 750 yards or something like that. Uh, we send it back. And then they took it back to the tackle shop that told them that it couldn't be done. And they started, basically, they were bad mouthing us, saying that we lied to the customer, we overcharged them, and they would prove it. So they downspooled the reel and then tried to respool it, and they couldn't get all the line back on it. So they tried it like 3 or 4 times. So the guys were like, look, just leave it like that. I'm going to ship it back to him. So they shipped it back to me, halfway spooled. I downspooled it and respooled it on the first try. And we did it all live while it was on the video and stuff like that. And I told I was talking to the guy and I was like, hey man, I was like, go ahead and, if you're in their shop, show them the video. And they're like, there's no way, there's just no way. Like, and they were trying to say that like somehow I cut, like you saw me open up your box. Your spool was there, that was there, and like there was no way for me to do anything. And it's just funny, a lot of the old school techniques of spooling reels has changed dramatically. And a lot of it is because the knowledge of the braid that we're using has changed dramatically as well. And a lot of people don't get that. They don't understand it yet. Or they're unwilling to listen. I'm like, can't help you there, but we can definitely change the way you spool a reel and the line capacity you get on there. Now, here's the key note you gotta pay attention to. If we are spooling your reel and you have not dealt with big reels like that, then we would highly encourage you not to spool it maxed out. Because I'll show you my reels here in a bit as soon as I get done stuffing all these shrimp. And I'll show you, like, my reels are maxed out. Well, actually, there's a couple of them that are really maxed out. But I overfill mine. I fill mine up to the brim, but it's because I've already experienced it. I know what to expect. I know what I'm capable of doing. And if you're just getting into it, then I would highly recommend not going that route uh, of spooling your reel. But if you're wanting it that way, we will do it that way because at the end of the day, it's what you want to do and where you want to go or your confidence level. So we just try to do our best to share the knowledge with you. So. Yeah, we actually a few years ago a mako was found in our bays over here, a big mako too, 9 foot mako. And there was a story about it that the guys had hooked it offshore and that they fought it or whatever. And that, or the stories I heard it, that they hooked it offshore and they fought it and they ended up losing it or whatever. But that they know that the fight was what weakened it or whatever. And that's why it came into the bays kind of deal. But we couldn't really prove anything on that. You know what I mean? It was their story or whatever. But you never know. It is fishing at the end of the day. So. What do I use for a camera? My phones. I got 3 S22 Ultras with the 512 gig hard drives, and I've got 3 of them. I use 2 of them for my cameras for the YouTube channel, and that's what I also use to do all my edited footage on the videos. When I originally started my channel, I was using the Samsung Galaxy S5, Yeah, it was the S.P.I.D. And then from there, I slowly graduated and I went up to the S.6. And then AT&T had a big old deal, trade in your phone kind of deal, and I jumped up to the S22. So, but that's what I use now to do all my videos. You and me both. I definitely want a big hammer, and I gotta go. It's got to be over 12 foot to be big. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll take 10 footer and 11 footer just because they're fun, but when you go out, you definitely want to target the biggest ones, and I know that's what I'm shooting for. It very well could. I actually used a big blackfin tuna, and I caught a 13-foot tiger shark on it over here. And seeing there's always a big disagreement and argument between guys saying that there's no reason to run bait deep and this and that, and I hear them, but at the same time, when I've already ran baits for 2 or 3 days, 200 yards, 300 yards, 400 yards, 500, 1,000 yards, and nothing touches the bait. And then you finally drop one out, 1,800 yards out, and it gets picked up in about 45 minutes. It tells you that the fish are not up close. It happens, So, but also too, I didn't have, 10 blackfin tuna that I could run in all those different depths. I only had, I think I had like 3 of them, and I ran them at different depths, and none of them got touched except for that one that I ran the deepest. It could also have been the size that I used or whatever. I mean, there's so many variables, and without actually going out there with a fish finder to see what's in that water when you're running bait, you can't really make a judgment call on it unless somebody's already been out there hooking up before you, and you know they've seen, hey man, everything at 300 yards is getting picked up. I've seen that. We've done it. You've seen it on our videos. So it's always something else. I don't have a 12 Pro. Well, I do, but my teammate has it. He's been working on it, trying to get it up and running. Uh, we messed up some props on it, so. There you go. Yep. There's another sea lice right there. Wow. Yeah. The thresher shark is one of my bucket list fish, or bucket list sharks for sure. Thresher, hammer, mako, salmon, great white, any shark over 15 foot. Damn it. I've heard quite a few different drones have come out, they can actually carry a bunch of weight and stuff like that. So it's a good thing. All right, guys, I'm filled up with this one. Let me run this one back, and I'll be back. Oh, I need more than. I'll be right back, guys. All right. What I miss? What I miss? Let's see. Let's see. Way over. Oh, might help to have it on first. Nice, nailed it. See, and I got a question about the DJIs because we have one, and that was one of the things that, even after it sat there for a while, the battery just kind of crapped out on it. So we end up having to get a new battery, and then Jeff, he hooked us up, with the extra charging cord and all of that, and it just like then it became hard to get out and go fishing a lot of the times too. So, damn it. Has anybody tried out those boats? I know Nick at Breakaway is selling those. I haven't had a chance to go out there when they're actually using one. Uh, but that's what I want to do. I want to check those out and see how it goes. Uh, it's coming. It's coming. I just haven't been able to. Yeah, well, it's fishing at the end of the day, guys. You know, when you're trying not to destroy gear, it ends up somehow, some way it gets destroyed. I would say the only way not to destroy gear is not to use it, but then that defeats the purpose of buying it. How you liking that AquaCat, MB? Let's see what I got. Half. Ooh, almost there. These both next to the week. Oh wow. Okay. So which one are you using? I thought that's what he was selling were the AquaCats. I didn't know if there was another one or whatever. Maybe I misheard what he was saying. Wow. You know, and that could be the other thing too. You know, being from oil over there, like when it does mess up, who's going to be working on it? Are you going to have to ship it back over there to get it fixed, or can they do it there in house? Oh, whew, that scared me. All right, so definitely don't know who Glenn is in Florida. So does he have a shop there, or do you have to go through the point of contacts to find it out there and stuff like that? I'm only asking because a lot of the guys that are thinking, if they're thinking about getting one, they'll definitely need to know this information on those RC boats. Damn it! Autopilot on the drone. There you go. There you go. See, now that helps. I don't have an AquaCat, but I just wanted to make sure the information gets shared out there and stuff like that. So, all right. So, real quick, you were talking about the boats that Nick has, and they're not the Aqua. Are they the AquaCat or not the AquaCat? And if they're not, do you know which ones they are? Uh, just so we got an idea and what What gave you the knowledge on that conclusion that they're not real strong at what they can do? I haven't really talked to anybody that's used them yet, so this is for personal knowledge here, because I definitely, if I'm going to get into some, I want it to be what I'm going to demand out of it, and that's being able to run big baits for me. Okay, MB, who are you talking to? All right, so, okay, what in this video gave you that? I mean, like, was it not going through big surf, or was it using small bait? I mean, I'm sorry, I'm going to ask a lot of questions, because these are the ones that I'm going to be asking them, whoever I decide to buy an RC from, to be able to run baits, you know what I mean? And since I'm not experienced at them, these are all the questions I'm going to be asking them. So, I thought, so his boat doesn't have, I know some of them were promoting that they have an area to store the bait inside the boat while it's taken out of it. Is that the type you're using, or is that the one that Nick doesn't have, or something like you? Can you understand my question? So far, that's all the shrimp that I've gotten out of there, the big ones. So I'm still going. I still probably got 20 more pounds in here. Uh, do both. Okay, so what are the two names? The Aquacrat is the one that you recommend. And what's the other name of the other one? Uh, I'm amazed with all that dragging of the bait that none has been sunk by a shark hitting the bait on the way up. Or has that already happened and nobody's really talking about it? Okay, that's should have said that as Chinese meat. Dude, that would have saved us a whole lot of trouble right there. Oh, I'm sorry that you. uh, all right. Well, thank you for answering my questions, though, bro. Like, it definitely does help us pay attention to what's out there and not to be uh, losing sight of what we're trying to do. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. I brought two baskets out and I was filling one of them at a time and going out there. Damn. So yeah. So definitely picked it up on the way out and stuff like that. So, and I've actually, like I said, on the way back from dropping off bait, I've ran into shark, but not really. Um, and actually, when I dropped for my lemon, that when I won the Beachmasters tournament, I had literally just got back to shore, and they were telling me that my bait was drifting, like it didn't want to stick. So I was like, all right, well, have you tried to let it sit? And he goes, dude, I'm doing everything. And then it started, going off. I was like, dude, I was like, is the drag, do you have the line slack? He goes, no, the drag's on. Like, and he lowered down the drag and it really took off. And then he put it back up and he said the rod started to bow. So literally, I was still sitting in the kayak on the beach trying to catch my breath when that shark took off. So I had to get off the kayak. As soon as I got off, running the bait, run up there to go fight the shark and pull it in. So, and that ended up being the winning shark of the tournament. And it was. I got invited by some buddies that were on the beach there fishing, saying that they had room for us to go out there and fish. So we went out there and fished with them, and then we ended up winning the tournament right next to them. That didn't go over pretty well, but hey, it was, got invited. I'm gonna go fish, So. Well, MB, what are you doing right now, man? I mean, besides being on the channel, I mean, can you come on and do a live with us here? I don't mind bringing you on if you want to share some knowledge, bro. Yeah. Well, let me see. Hold on, real quick. All right. Oh, okay. Well, I sent you the link right now. I thought I saw easier than typing. I thought you were answering my question there, but oh, okay. All right, well, so then you can ignore the link. I'm almost done, guys. Almost. And if I am, then I'll go to. Let's see. Yeah, there's a few guys from San Diego on here. All right. Oh man, parallel bonding. Let's see. I think you threw the whole channel off with that one, MB. getting ahead of myself. Didn't even finish this bagging over here. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, no, definitely, guys. Once I get the new shop sorted and get back on track, and the one thing is having the channel be able to help out with not y'all, but well, I mean, yeah, obviously when I can move about and go fishing with y'all. But what I'm talking about is that YouTube, when I make enough money to where it pays for all of that, it'll actually make it a lot easier for me to make my great escape and start going to fish with all of y'all everywhere. So looking forward to that, guys. We got growing to do. We're going to put into work to make it happen. Our next level of growth that we're looking for is get to the 30,000 subscriber mark giveaway. So, got to see what we're going to do for that giveaway. Let's see. So you said you do your own work on the on the drone itself. Do you have experience with like what's the word I'm looking for? With the drones like that, or did you kind of learn by watching YouTube and stuff? Hmm. There you go. Okay. Oh, man. And I'm definitely glad I don't have an iodine allergy. Getting poked so many times already. It's not even funny. By part. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So you're saying on changing out the prop seal um, at least once a year. Are you doing that because um, it's already messed up on you like that, or after so much usage of it, the wear and tear? And if so, how much wear and tear? Like, how many hours do you usually run on it before that's necessary? I didn't get a response. Never got a response from them, so I don't know. I put it in the freezer to hold on to it, just in case they would come by, but they never did. So, don't know. Trying to make the last pound, so I had to throw in some bigger shrimp. They totally dwarf all the rest, but hey, it's all right. So, a few of the bigger ones that I got out of there, I'll take them. Let's see how much that weighs. A little over a pound. Okay, cool. I can do that. And I think I've got some squid in the back that I can add that to. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Let me take this to the back. Okay. All right, give me a second. Almost done, guys. Oh. One more. All right, I need to take a break real quick. Go. How long did that take? A little over an hour? Wow. Let's see. All right, Luciano, you have a good night, boss. I hope I didn't miss you already, but yeah. I hadn't even checked my phone, boss. Give me a second. I just literally sat down. Well, normally when I'm doing the shrimp, I don't be trying to touch everything because I'll be really having a funky smell. Let's see. Got a lot of pictures. All right, let's see. All right, so should we show everybody that whiskey or should we wait till they come in? Come on tonight. Let's see. All right, Jaime. Yeah, boy. That's gonna be a good homecoming right there. Hmm. Make them wait. That's what I was thinking too. Give you a pen 50. Um, when I don't know. Brandon, I don't know on that one, boss. Sorry. Um, I know I spooled one of his 50s, but I don't think I got one from him to spool up. I don't know. I don't. If it's been here a long time, then yeah. But if not, then nothing recently. Hmm. Oh yeah. And John, we did ship your gear out yesterday. So when you can handle the shipping costs, let us know and we'll go from there. So um, dang it. Looks like. There you go, Max. Yeah, no, I was sitting here bagging up a whole bunch of shrimp, but I finally got to sit down and stuff like that. So um, I did break all the weights that I need to get broken up earlier today. So um, Jeff had to go take a rest break during the day because it did get pretty hot. Um, but he's been pulling the later hours so that way he can work out there and it not be so hot in the burn unit. So yeah. Uh, all right, John, that's fine. So I know tomorrow I've got a delivery to make actually 3 deliveries. Well, actually, Fisherman's Place will come pick up theirs. And then we got the bait bucket and then 48 Outfitters. So I'll be on the road for a little bit, come back, do payroll, and then probably have to go to Home Depot to go pick up some gear for the house and stuff like that. So that's fine, John. We can do that. Save you on shipping costs. Just text me everything that you want. That way I can double check it and stuff like that. Because if you put it on here, then I have to write it down and yeah. No, I don't. I don't have it. I haven't even had a chance to go over there except that one time to talk with them to see the space and stuff like that. But yeah, we do have to expand that AC controlled area because I definitely it's hard to have this type of tackle, you know, with all the little bags and everything like that. You know, we normally stock it up like that, but when we get high winds like that, which is primarily what we have in Corpus, we have a lot of wind. It's gonna you can see a lot of dust in there and stuff like that, and I don't want that all over my gear and having that kind of problems because there's also a lot of fields out there, you know, cornfields and all kinds of other fields and stuff like that, and I don't need all of that kind of stuff all over my gear, especially like, you know, the rods and reels. You know, they may sit up there several weeks or several months, and what'll end up happening, you'll have a lot of, you know, um, dust and stuff like that, pollen and everything else congregating on all the gear, on all my clothes. And yeah, I don't think that's going to work out. I'm going to have to get that spot AC controlled, or at least the store portion of it. I'm going to have to go relook at it and see uh, how we can work it to make it that way and stuff like that. So I wanted to know how much to drag for a Penn International 20, the older one. I want to know how much drag for. I actually don't know, Michael, on that. A lot of the older reels like that, Penn and all of that, I stopped following along with the amount of drag they put out a long time ago. It's probably been 10 years plus since I've actually sat there and looked at all of that. But I do have to say, maybe there was some jellyfish in there because my whole finger here is stinging. So let's see. Um, let me. I responded to you there, Whiskey. All right. Do that. Damn it. Yeah, I never even actually on the smaller internationals too. I never really got into, and actually at that time when I was fishing with the internationals, the only one that I did remember the weight was the International 50 VSWs, and they were only putting out like 40 pounds of drag on those. So, do you have any custom rods that will match an Avid LX Neptune that is something red or? Uh, Deal. The only red one that I do have here is that one. And let me clean the lens off of it. There you go. And that's a 10-foot medium action or medium heavy FTU blank right there. Now we are getting some of those built. The Rain Shadow Batson blanks, the 10-footers. We're going to have some of those here pretty soon, but I have not built them up. One, I'm going to actually build for the thin red line that we're going to be having here pretty soon, or the one that I have there. It has like a burgundy color to it, and hold on, get my cooler now that it should be kind of dry or whatever. That way it don't get stolen. Let's see. Yeah, I sure can, Whiskey. Let's see. Let's see real quick. Let's see. Yeah, Edgar gave it to you back in April. I ended up buying it off of him and was going to have you spool it Monday or Tuesday. Did you figure out the difference? No, I have not, William. I was getting all the shipping out and stuff like that, and then I was breaking all the weights and then spooling all those reels, and then I had all the shrimp come in, and literally this is the first time I've got to sit down and really not have nothing to do. But let's see, don't really want to start doing paperwork because once I get on focused on that, I don't want to make any mistakes. But I do have everybody's there because there's a few of the shipping and all of that. But yeah, I'll get that sorted tomorrow for sure when I get here, and I'm bright-eyed, bushy-tailed kind of deal because wife's blowing me up too because I guess the AC at the house is acting up, and now the fridge is acting up too. So it's like, great. Yep. From Dubai. God bless you too. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah, I'll get with you tomorrow on that, William, and I'll get that sorted. Um, Making me a note here so that way as soon as I come in the morning, those are the things I can knock off and check off and stuff like that. Um, uh, Albert, why you think 5? Corp International 20 is cheap. I'm actually having a look at the I haven't bought one in so long or even looked at their pricing for a long time. So now here's the other thing too, guys. On those, you got to watch out on the older reels like that because they did stop making a lot of parts for the reels, and because of that, they may be selling cheap because they can't get any parts for them. Um, mm, yeah, yeah, most of the ones that I'm seeing here are in the $200 mark. How old is it? Is the other thing too, because um, I did see one on eBay for $42 plus $12 shipping, so that's right at $60. But all the rest I'm seeing are right in the $240 mark, $200 mark. If you ever have, guys, this is a real big thing. If you ever have any questions about what you're trying to buy, Google it on Google, but also too check out eBay. eBay really does have a lot of people trying to sell stuff off, and sometimes you can get lucky and find one that they mislabeled or something like that, and it has no bid. So if you put one bid on there, you end up getting it for some ridiculously cheap price. So yeah. Oh, okay. So that's $54 then. Yeah. Okay. Looks like it got a lot of boat rash on it, but again, too, I mean, depending on what you're going to do with it, those reels can take a beating. I mean, those original internationals like that were super strong. They were workhorses. They were built to last. Now, I don't know why he's selling it so cheap like that compared to all the rest. But again, at that price, says it's fully operational and functions as intended. Yeah, I mean, dude, if it's saying that, I mean, at that price, you can't really go wrong. I mean, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but replacing drag on reels is relatively cheap. But yes, that's a big thing, with pawn shops. And also too, with pawn shops, they are the worst, because what they'll try and do is actually sell the item for what it would cost you to buy a new item. And yeah, it'll be beat up like that one, and they'll try to sell it as a brand new price. Like, no, sorry, that ain't gonna happen. So yeah, true that. The way Max said it, if you pay through PayPal and it's not what you want, but I mean, again, too, at $54, for what everybody's selling for $200, I mean, that's kind of something else to look at. Yeah, for sure. But I don't know, guys. I think I might have to roll because I got some issues going on, and I'm gonna have to probably jump on that and see what I can get done. Yeah, I'm gonna have to roll out, guys. Y'all have a good night. Thank you very much for tuning in and giving us a thumbs up, because we got 27 now, but normally we got a lot of people that chime in that that don't give us a thumbs up. I think they're my haters, dudes, wanting to chime in on the channel and not give us props and stuff like that, which is all right. Okay, because they're still watching. But all right, guys, y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all tomorrow, and we'll see what's up. Remember, tomorrow's our fire drawing as well, so we'll be rocking on that and see how that goes. All right, guys, y'all have a good one. Talk to y'all later.